record. So this is Anaconda, right? I mean, you go to Google. Um, Once you go to Google, type in Anaconda, and maybe you include something like plus download. It will take you to Anaconda. I think it's supposed to be anaconda.com, and then you you see two types of Anaconda. You are going to see Anaconda and an Anaconda Mini. Download the Anaconda. If you're using a Windows, which is what most people use, download that and then install that Anaconda to your system. Once you install Anaconda to your system, this is exactly what you're going to see. And once you see here, I want to explain a couple of things. So on your left side, at least my left side, right? Yeah. So if you scroll down, you see home, environment, learning, and community, right? Those things are very important. So home is where you are now. You see, just take the cursor up, right? That's where you are right now. Click environment. You see, you are in environment now. Then click learning and then click community. So most of what you're going to be doing in this class is going to be focused on home and environment. The first two tabs up there, home and environment. So let me start by telling you what an environment is. So imagine if you built, let's say you want to start a business, right? And then all of a sudden somebody, or let's say you want to start like a school, right? Some kind of training academy, right? And all you had, the resource you had was a huge warehouse. And then you did some renovation around that warehouse for air conditioning and all of that, right? The next step is to begin to partition it so that you have different classes, right? And you're doing it because you might have 10 different classes going on at the same time, and you don't want any of the classes to disturb the other classes. So you're going to have different teachers in those different classes, and you're going to have people at different levels in those different classes, and all of that. So each of those classes that you create, no, go back to where we were before, to environment. Yeah. So each of the classes we create, right, is going to be like your environment. So just think of it as a designated space, right, where you can do all kinds of things. So if I'm working on 10 different projects, I can have 10 different environments, and one of the reasons why you have environments is all kinds of software, right? There's someone that's is not muted. Can you help us mute your please? So the reason why you have environments is because sometimes you have different versions of a program. Like there's a Python 1, there's a Python 2, and there's a Python 3, right? And sometimes you're working on a project, right? And you might have to use 5 different applications. And you want to make sure each of those applications are compatible with each other. There are certain times that a Python 3 point, say, I don't know what the recent version is, it's Python 3 point, let's say 3.10, right, might not be compatible with all the other things that you are using. Let's say 3.10 is the most recent version, but all the other programs you're using are not compatible with 3.10. So you might want to revert to 3.8 or 3.7, an earlier version that is compatible with all of this. So in that case, right, you create an environment where you install all of those applications. But another project that you might be working on might have Python compatible, 3.10 compatible with all the other programs. So you have isolated the 3.8 from the 3.10. So that's what environments are, because you don't want all those kind of conflicts. You don't want the noise happening. So what happens is, like in this place, if you're looking at these environments, you have what you call a base root. A base root is an original environment that um, your Anaconda comes with, and you can't delete it. It's a fixed root. But you can go ahead and create your own environment, right? And that's what you can do. You can create your own environment. So at the bottom, try to click create. Yeah. And type in whatever you want. Call it the name of anything, right. Or let's say Saudi project, capital P. Yeah, okay. So it's okay. That's okay. So let's say you want to install, just hold on. You want to install Python, you can choose the version of Python, double click you see, so this is the latest Python, right? So that's fine. Let's install the latest and click R. Look at R. Click, no, click the, yeah. So these are the two main, very important data science applications, right? Python and R. So click create. So after creating it, can you see we now have SODI project? It's creating it now, right? After it has created it, you can decide to work off any environment. That's actually why you have Anaconda. It's just this environment where you can create different partitions and do your projects in different places, right? Without the interference of any other thing from outside. So that's what you have. So by the time it's done installing, it might take a little bit time to get installed. Then the next thing we'll do is I will now open, okay, just go to home while it's installing. Click home. Now you can see um now try to your right, right? Click this and bring down, no, to your right. You see what do you call it? The arrow. No, down. The arrow. No, no, down, down. Yeah, down a little bit. No, down. No, I'm trying to scroll through. Go down. Just keep going down. Keep going. No, down, down. Not, no, down. Not right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Scroll. So as you scroll, right, you can see different programs that are installed in this environment. You see? So look up all applications on base root. Did you see that? Can you see it? Sodia? Sodia? Yeah, move your cursor right to applications, all applications at
Yes,
the
I
top.
can see.
Yeah, exactly. Just I need you to be showing it so that they will see. So these are all the applications and in which environment you can see on base root. Do you remember base root? Yeah,
Yes, that's the original one that came on the
exactly.
Anaconda.
So one click that thing. Let me see. Maybe Sodia project has been set up. No, no, not that. The next, the base, under base root. No, go back to, yeah, click
It's
that.
grayed out.
Oh, it's grayed out. Okay. So
It,
because it hasn't finished
yes.
installing, if it finishes installing, you will see that environment, the Sodia project will show up. So if you want to see all the projects in Sodia project, then all of a sudden you click Sodia project and it will show you everything. If you want to see all the things in base root, it will show you everything in base root, right? That's how it works. So now scroll through and find Jupyter Lab. So by the way, Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab
Mhm.
are about the same thing, right? But Jupyter Notebook has more, mm, the user interface, a lot of things it can do, has more um, aesthetics, as it were, than Jupyter Notebook. So the only way, if Jupyter Notebook was not installed, right, you see where you have launch under Jupyter Lab. Yeah, all you would have seen is install. And if you click install, it will start doing the same thing that Sodia project is doing. But for now, what we want is to launch it because it's already installed. So click on it. Is it clickable? Yeah. So it's launching it now, right? So one thing that's going to happen is it's going to go open on what you call it, your browser. Now look for your browser where it was opened and share that browser. You're going to see it's something like 8080 blah, blah, blah. Can you see it? Sodia, are you with me? Did I lose you?
The option came up to open the launch, the Jupyter launch.
Let me see what you're seeing. I just want to see what you're seeing.
All right, let me stop sharing and reshare.
Okay.
Question, is it Jupyter Notebook or Jupyter Lab we are launching right now?
Lab.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
this is it, Doc.
Exactly. So you're there. Um, so you're there. You're essentially there. So click, you see notebook and you see console, right? Double
Yes.
click on notebook. Click notebook. Exactly. That's you there. So you're already in notebook. Remember what I was showing you about the cells?
Yes, sir.
So right there is your cell. So now one of the things you can do is there are a couple of things you can do. Uh, so go to the extreme, I guess that's your right. Extreme right. You can see something like, is that your right? The other side.
Oh, left. Okay.
Yeah, is your left. So if you go to the top, you see something like a folder at the top. No,
Right
folder.
here.
Yeah, click that. You see that? So those folders are folders in your computer. Okay. So click
Okay.
the next thing after it. Okay. Then click the next thing about these are all terminals, right? They recently used workspaces and all of that. No headings. Click the next thing. Okay. So as you can see, the most important thing is that folder, the first one. Click it.
Right.
Yeah. So I need some help from you, but before I get that help, right? Um, you need to go to your my documents. You know my documents? Hmm?
Yeah.
You don't have to share except if you want us to see your laptop, right? But you go into that document, right, and type something like Sodia project. Create a folder called Sodia project. Create a folder called Sodia project. And that has to be in your, yeah, my documents. Yeah, yeah. You can create a folder called Sodia project. Folder up. Yeah. Okay. Good. So minimize it. Okay. Now come here and click Documents, right? And you can you see Sodia project there? Now double click Sodia project and open it. There's nothing in there right now. So you can see the connection between your Jupyter lab and your computer, right? Because that's what I'm trying to establish, right? So let's say, let's go to file, and say something like, what is it? Create. Let's say click save notebook. Okay, just give it any name you like. Superb. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure where Superb saved, right? So let's go back, right? And click, no, click the plus. Remember, we're still in Sodia. Click the plus. Okay, sorry, that's not what I wanted. Close that. I've made this mistake a couple of times. But first of all, remember we are still in Sodia project, right? Hmm? So go click the plus under Sodia project. Yeah,
Oh,
superb.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No. That's for cell. Go back to files. I'm trying
File.
to remember. Yeah, so I think it's new. That's what I'm looking for.
New.
Yeah,
Okay.
notebook. So you created a new notebook. You can see um, create select, boom. So notice where it is right now. It's inside Sodia project. Does that make sense?
Yes, so now I have two things in Solar Project,
No,
Superb
just
and the Untitled.
no, superb is not there because notice
Oh,
inside, yeah. So right click on titled, right? Inside Sodia project, right click. No, inside it. Inside, no,
oh, here,
untitled. No, you know the untitled, the one that is blue already?
here.
No, go down a little bit, go down a little bit, go down, keep going down. Yes, that's untitled. No, not there. Yeah, untitled. Yeah. So click rename.
Rename.
Yep. And then put in whatever name you want for it. Mighty. You have these descriptive words. Interesting. Okay. So you see, by looking at superb and mighty, right? You can
Yes,
tell where you are now. You know where you are, right?
yes, I do.
Okay. So go into the cell. You see the cell that's there? Correct. Now type go to you have clicked there. So go to code. You see at the top, yeah, change it to markdown. Boom. So go back in the cell, click the cell. Exactly. You can see you are markdown now, right? So
Yes.
put a single hash, space, chapter one. Just say chapter one. Yeah. Space, the chapter, then space one. No, just, I mean, yeah, exactly. Okay, run it. You know how to run it? The correct. You see where you are right now? So that's you. So you can type whatever you want to type there, including gibberish, right? You can type whatever you want to type. And then, um, but if you're going to just type text, right, you have to go to code and type and bring down, yeah, yeah. So you can type, you know, just type something, yeah. God is good all the time. That is good. Okay, run it. Boom. So the next one, let's say x is equals to 1. X is equals to 1.
Go again?
X is equals to 1. X, like X, Y, Z. X is
Mm-hmm.
equals to 1. 1. No, no, not plus. Equals to. Equal
What
to
you
1.
need?
Equal
After
to.
X?
Yeah. Equal
What I
to.
should have after X?
The equal sign.
Oh, equal sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
1. Enter. Just type X. Or just say print.
Or print. Print
Yeah, print.
X,
Yeah,
as what you were saying.
print, open brackets. No, go back. No,
Oh,
you don't. Yeah, exactly. Open and close. Yeah, open brackets. Okay, X, close. Then run it. Good. So say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 plus, just add whatever numbers you want. Okay, run it now. Yeah. So you see that's what the whole Jupyter notebook is about. So if you close this, right, because at some point you have to close it, how do you get back to it? The same thing we did, right? You open Anaconda, and you go into one of the environments, find what you might call it now, find Jupyter Lab, open it, right? And it will open. The other thing I didn't do is what was that? But the process of coming back is the same way that you came in, right? That's how you're going to come back. And then you go into the folder where you were and you have everything. So if I send you the folders, like the files, the Jupyter notebook files, just take them and put into whatever folder that you want to use, right? So all of those things will be there. And then when you come in, you go to that folder and you open it and then you walk through it. Make sense? So any questions, guys?
Yes, understood. Thank you.
Okay. So any questions? So if you go into the chat section, right, um that's where you have another video of how to download Anaconda and how to install it and all of that. It's actually in that chat section, right? So one of the things
Okay,
like
Doc, what you mean if you go to Google and
Mhm.
just type Anaconda,
Yeah,
it will just come out.
yes, sir.
Is it anaconda.com?
Yes, it is anaconda.com.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So when you go to Google and type it in anaconda.com, definitely you will see it.
Yes, yes. But if in doubt, just follow the video that I put in here, right? It has all the instructions, how to install everything is there. It's also in week 1, and I also put it in the chat section. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, sir.
I will do that tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow, the problem is I don't have time tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out how we can do this.
I thought we were looking
Are
at
you,
Monday,
are you a little free? Monday is too tight for, I don't know.
Yeah.
What time on Monday?
7 p.m. So
Yeah,
When
7
you
p.m.
say
on
7
Monday is
p.m.,
okay.
is that Nigeria, West African time,
Nigerian
or
time.
which of the times? 7 p.m. Nigerian time, or
Let's
which of
let's
them?
use West African time.
Okay, 7 p.m. West African time for
Mhm.
Monday. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, will 7
7
p.m. work
p.m.
for everybody?
Yes,
How
we're
many-
okay with it.
Okay,
You work.
that's awesome. So let me,
Excuse me, Doc. 7
yeah,
p.m. is what time? Eastern time, please?
7 p.m. So it's 5 hours behind, which will be 2 p.m.
Okay, that's fine for me.
Yeah,
7 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. All right. Okay.
yeah, it's 2 p.m. So
Okay.
what's gonna happen now is because I need to figure out a way to get everybody's email so that I can send you an invite. Um, okay, let
Can
me
you
stop
send the
recording.
email?